next morning, Sheriff escorted Mater and Lightning to traffic school. Lightning spotted Sally and drove over. "Didn't know you would be here," he said. "Want to be my lawyer?" "Sorry," she replied. "The Tractors hired me first." Lightning frowned as the judge, a 1951 Hudson Hornet named Doc Hudson, entered the room. "Listen, Doc," started Lightning. "Mater and I were just doing a little harmless tractor tipping." "Harmless?" interrupted Sally. She pointed to the row of sleeping tractors behind her. "The Tractors wouldn't call it harmless. They can't even get a good night's rest because these two are always waking them up." "Aw, we didn't mean the little fellers any harm," said Mater. "I think the fairest thing to do," said Doc, "is to sentence you boys to community service. Why don't you help Ramon clean his shop? And no more tractor tipping." Lightning and Mater drove over to Ramon's house of body art. "Well, here's the job," Ramon said as he showed them the back room. It looked like it hadn't been cleaned in a while. "I'm going outside. All set?" "You bet," answered Lightning and Mater. A few minutes later, Mater accidentally knocked over a can of pink paint. The lid flew off and the paint splattered Lightning. "Hey," Lightning hollered, "watch it." "Sorry," said Mater, "but you sure do look purty in pink." "Let's see how you look in it," shouted Lightning. He hurled an open can of paint at Mater. Then the tow truck threw lime green paint at Lightning. After a few minutes, the pair was covered in paint. When Ramon peeked in, he got splattered too. "I can't believe my eyes, man," cried Ramon. "Look at my shop. Out, before I take a blowtorch to both of you." The friends left the shop and got Red, the fire truck, to hose them off. Once they were clean, they drove over to Doc's garage. The next morning, Mater and Lightning drove over to Flo's. Just about everyone in Radiator Springs was hard at work trying to finish the paving job. No one had been able to drive in for their breakfast fill-up, and they were grumpy. "Hey man, look who finally rolled out of the garage," said Ramon. "I can't believe they showed up," Luigi added. Mater and Lightning were embarrassed. "Sorry everyone," the race car said. "We'll take it from here." Then Mater and Lightning got to work. Lightning worked with Bessie to do the smoothest paving job ever. A couple of hours later, they were done. The V8 Cafe looked fantastic. "Thanks, boys," said Flo. "Folks, drive on up for the finest fuel in Carburetor County." "All breakfast fill-ups on Mater and me," shouted Lightning. Everyone cheered. Everything finally went back to normal in Radiator Springs. Until Friday night rolled around again. "Hey, buddy," whispered Mater to Lightning. "How about a little tractor tipping fun tonight?" "I don't know, Mater," Lightning replied. "Why don't we just go to the drive-in?